tell me your name.
Ruth Heath.
Ruth, and how old are you today?
102.
102. So you were born in
1918.
1918. And we were just talking, and I asked you what shape the earth is, and what did you say? What were you taught in school in elementary school?
I was taught in school that the earth was flat.
And then what do you remember when they changed it to a globe?
Well, when they changed it, I remember when they changed it, but I can't remember the date or anything like that.
And did you believe them?
Yes, I did.
You did. Now,
I was young.
Right, and we all were told by people that we trust.
That's right.
Where did you go to school? Elementary school.
I went to Spur Glen School in Hamden, Connecticut. I lived on a farm and grew up with all kinds of animals. No electricity. A big white farmhouse.
Amazing.
And we had to walk to school. We didn't have a bus to take us to school. We had to walk to school and walk home through all bad weather. It was, living on the farm was a life of, I can't explain it.
So getting back to the flat earth, you said that you're religious, that
yes.
you follow the Bible.
Yes, I do.
And are you aware that the Bible is all about the flat earth? That God put the earth on the footstool and separated the waters from the waters, and created the firmament. If you read Genesis, I'm not the Bible guy. I have friends that are so good at it, but there's over 200 verses in the Bible that refer to a flat earth.
That's right.
And I think there's only one verse that mentions Earth as a circle, but just like this table right here, that table is a circle,
right?
But it's flat.
That's right.
Right. A circle is different than a sphere. A sphere is the same in every direction.
That's right.
The circle of the Earth. So how does it make you feel to realize that you were right as a kid?
It makes me feel better.
It does make you feel better, right?
Oh, it makes me feel alive.
Oh my God, that is so true. My whole life, I believe,
yes.
What I was taught.
That's
and then
right.
when I discovered the flat earth,
I feel better about it.
Because we are the center of creation.
That's right.
We are important.
That's right.
We are here.
We are God's children.
Excellent.
Yes.
I will,
I believe in God. I trust God. And when all the problems that are happening in this world today.
I'll give you some good news. A lot of the problems that they report on the news aren't even real.
That's right. That's right.
They're just keeping us in fear.
Keeping up. That's right. That's right.
Let's take a road for instance. See, the car is traveling. It's going from left to right. Same direction. Now we are at the observer looking at it. What's happening? It's going left to right. The same car is going left to right, left to right. Correct? Now the observer is looking opposite. Is the car going right to left now? No, the car is still moving left to right, but the observer sees it as going right to left. This is just because of the viewing point. This is called perspective.
To say that the North Celestial Pole and the South Celestial Pole are some evidence or proof of the globe Earth, because you've got a anti-clockwise and a clockwise rotation, therefore globe Earth. They can't see how it happens on a flat earth. They can't open their mind enough. So for me, actually, I haven't actually heard anybody come up with a reason, an explanation here. But for me, I believe the North Pole is one side, South Pole is the other side. So then obviously the North Celestial Pole and the South Celestial Pole are rotating. And then let's say you're at the equator between the two. You look towards the North Pole, you see it rotating anti-clockwise. You look towards the South Pole, you see it rotating clockwise. There's your difference is done. They're rotating the same way, but they appear to rotate different ways. And that's how you get clockwise and anti-clockwise on a flat earth with celestial poles. Stop using it as evidence of globe earth, because it's not. It's not proof, it's not evidence, it can happen on a flat earth. Take care, stay safe.
If that's bigger than feed to min, then I'll be able to resolve this part of the boat from this part of the boat. Maybe there's two little things here I want to resolve. And if the viewing angle between those two things is bigger than theta min, I can resolve them. If I want to resolve the bottom of the boat to the top of the boat, then I've got this entire angle. And if that is bigger than theta min, I'll be able to tell the top from the bottom. But nowhere, absolutely nowhere, does a Rayleigh criterion say it's got anything to do with things disappearing from the bottom.
This is an Aries disk. In essence, this was all you were explaining, cats. An Aries disk is what causes the diffraction pattern. You see, each object has their own Airy disk. As soon as they move close to each other, and once the angle size is halved at the central maxima, this is when you get them unresolvable. So yes, Aries disk is the fraction limit. Okay, this is just representing the Airy disk and showing the values for the minima and the maxima. If you want to know how the values are set, you will have to go and study more on vessel function equation. I'm not going to go into any detail of that now, but this is literally just to show that CAT is very ignorant or willfully trying to deceive everybody. You can just see the wavelength of light going through the aperture, that would be the diameter there, and every angle is different. So the central maxim of an Airy disk, when coincides with the min of another, it's what gives the diffraction limit. So put quite simply, the angle of data should be greater or equal to data sub 1. So if you want to work out the resolution limit, you would take the sine of the first angle, that's the data sub 1, to the first minima, and that is equal to 1.22 times the wavelength divided by the diameter of the aperture, and that is where you get your limited diffraction limit. So that would be the limited angle of which is resolvable, and thus you can no longer see anything beyond that marker. So simply put, this is the reason why we see bottom-up obstruction with things going into the distance, as the larger close angle, the deck, is compressing over the smaller further away angle of the ship's hull, because the resolution angle is just too limited to be able to resolve, and in essence it's just too much pixels crammed into one small area. Well, I will go into more detail in this in a future video. Just thank you for watching. I just had to point out that CATS is either willfully ignorant and trying to deceive everyone, or is just, well, ignorant.